The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Davis will throw. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just trucks through it. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, well, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Wide out in motion. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was a great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not in this game. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
They'll give it to Johnson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quarterback checking off. Off play action on first down. Trying to get to him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This is a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. He's taking the shot. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On second down, looking again to throw. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Looking for a block. It's Stewart.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Michigan Wolverines will take over.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a catch and run for 6.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 12, LSU 0.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the... time, and it'll cost him. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Collins. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Collins. Throws for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry. Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Davis looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen, and he throws the interception. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Collins. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. No, he just flat ran over it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 25. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Collins. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's looking deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Collins. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sampson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. LSU right back to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Hey, forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good.
Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score LSU 28, Michigan 19.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you.
And he breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Can't get him to the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Just does not like to be tackled. Discarding guys and getting to the 21.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback will audible. Davis will throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. reception. He'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent. They've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal. You're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
At the 45 on his way. Ball is free. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Caught. Shakes off the defender. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 34, Michigan 19.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll crawl for the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Collins. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion from the offense. Now they're going to throw it. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Wolverines pick up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They'll go to the air. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Collins. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And he missed it. No good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance. Good. Nailed the game winner from 36 yards out. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I just